Hello everyone, it's Melissa. I'm back with another layout. This layout was inspired by a Tracy Penrod, a creative team member from Artsy Albums, and it was also inspired by a lot of other people, but more importantly by Erica from Erica Rose Creates, and she has been posting a ton of videos and layout shares using her photos in different shapes. And that used to be all the rage back in the day, you guys, using cutters and things to cut your photos in fun shapes. And so I wanted, it was on my to-do list, and so this was the perfect layout. And so here we go. I am starting by using the title Be Happy, which is in what I would consider a thicker alpha sticker, you know, that I am kind of challenging myself to use on every page. So right now it is white with a sticker on it, but I'll eventually put some foil on it. That is from Heidi Swap. It's really old. The paper I'm using is a number 15 from Paige Evans from the Turn the Page collection. It's the only sheet I have, so I'm in fact going to cut out the center. I originally thought maybe I would cut the flowers, fussy cut them out, because I've seen a lot of people do this and I really like the look of it, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. If you saw the sketch there, I'll actually post it at the end of the video as well so you can get a closer look. It was just really simple, really basic, and I kind of wanted the circles to shine. So what I'm doing here is you can color, you know, this is basically a sticker. You can use glitter or, I mean, a lot of different you know, elements to color this. I in fact decided to put it on the foil which came with it. I burnished it, ran it through my Big Shot a handful of times just to reinforce, you know, that it was sticking. And then I'm going to color it with my Night of Navy Stampin' Up! Alcohol marker, which works, you know, as a Sharpie and will dry completely on this foil. So I'm going to take 2 minutes to do that. While I'm doing that, I will tell you that this is the first time in a really long time that I did not use all my product pulls or even close to them. What you saw me in the beginning was I pulled photo corners, roller stamps, doilies, ribbon, ephemera, sequence, and pattern paper. And in fact, I only got the pattern paper, ephemera, roller stamps used. And more importantly, I've got some alpha stickers on there, the thickers used, which is a big goal of mine this year, to get through some of my alpha stickers. And so, you know, that being said, yes, I didn't get a lot of the other elements. Could I have used them? Well, of course. But again, I wanted those circles to really be my element shining on my page. I didn't want to take away any of the focus from them, since, I mean, it's not easy for me to use my photos in a different shape other than a square or a rectangle. You may find this to be a challenge as well. I don't know. I just know it's a challenge for me. It used to be all the rage back in the day. So again, I thought maybe fussy cutting those flowers. I don't end up doing that. I am going to, so my first couple cuts with the file, the circle file, didn't turn out that great for whatever reason. So I'm going to reuse that white 12 by 12 paper. I'm just going to use some packing tape to reinforce the base, you know, right where the only section that it did cut. That way I won't have to worry about it falling apart later down the line. I'm going to adhere the frame onto there and have a white 11 by 11 base piece that I'm going to use as my base. So I'm going to use some adhesive and glue down my photo and cut away the excess. I did in fact use my Cameo on this page, which is huge. If you guys have a Cameo, you might struggle with using it like I do. Nowhere near as often as I'd like, of course, but I do get a lot of scraps of pattern paper from my 6x6 pads used, so that's a bonus. I also used a bunch of the chipboard that I had from a Heidi Swap chipboard sheet. I was excited about that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets, or 6 actually, 7, sorry. I'm counting as I'm looking at my layout here. 7 of those bits of chipboard from that old, super old Heidi Swap chipboard sheet, as well as 5 brads. So, and I got my stamped element on there. So I'm calling it a win, I know. But so here I've got all the circles backed up with just miscellaneous pieces of 6x6 pattern paper that was in my stash. What I'm showing you here is an effort to, oh, there's that chipboard sheet, but an effort to use ribbon on this page. I was going to use those old glue burrs. You guys know what those are? They're just like gooey sticker circles, and you ultimately twist the ribbon to make a flower. Well, you'll see, in fact, I did find some ribbon in my stash that kind of went with this page, and I attempted to, which, let me just point out, I do not like those glue burrs. They aren't friendly for me at all. I'm not sure I'll ever use them again. So yeah, but I did make 2 of the flowers with some ribbon from my stash, and yeah, they're not going to make it on this page because too much dimension for me. Like, I don't like a ton of dimension on my pages, and I ultimately just didn't like those. So there you see I have some brads, that chipboard sheet again from Heidi Swapp. I have an Amy Tangerine metal circle that I'm down the road going to put some twine through and yeah, adhere to one of those circles. So right now I'm going to back up that piece of chipboard, that arrow, with just a matching piece of blue from, like, again, just using up scraps from my 6x6 paper pads. And I just tried my best to match up the colors in that pattern paper with what I already have. You see, I just posted recently a haul video, and what I'm using there on the left-hand side is a sticker sheet from Crate Paper. It's a sticker book, and I'm going to use a couple stickers out of that, so that's fun. I'm just twisting up my ribbon, or my twine here. I'm going to use my tiny attacher to staple it. From the sticker book, I pulled a number 3 circle sticker, which I'm going to put on a dimensional from Stampin' Up. And I just, have the 3 there, signifying that I'm a mama of 3. One happens just to be my fur baby, but yeah, super proud and super happy to call them mine. So I'm really liking how this is looking so far. I have some elements on the bottom of the page, chipboard and acrylic stickers from Allie Edwards from the Stories by the Month kit, which I subscribed to a couple years ago. I'm still trying to make my way through those bits. You see on the left there, there's some word phrases I pulled from that sticker book, and the top one says here and there, and the one underneath it says more of this. The actual metal element with the twine says so very sweet, and yeah, I'm gonna get my title down here now. And again, it says be happy. Really old from Heidi Swapp, getting that chipboard piece on there, and just going to, the layout doesn't have a lot more to do. Just going to add little bits, brads from my stash, miscellaneous. There was some there from Spellbinders and just some from Stampin' Up, just old bits. The stamp set that I use, I'll show you in the video. It's from Fiskars. I don't know what it's called. It's pretty old. I bought it because I really liked a lot of the sentiments on it, and I didn't have some of the sentiments, and more importantly, a sentiment that I really do like from that set is I love you to the moon and back. And so yeah, I bought it for that long time ago. And so that's actually going to be what I stamp on this page. I use more of that blue paper. So just adhering May Joys, that's from Allie Edwards. The word above it is Family Life. That's just an epoxy sticker from one of the kits. Like I said, I subscribed a couple years ago. I'm using some Night of Navy ink from Stampin' Up. There's that stamp set. Don't know what it's called, but I am going to stamp it on another scrap of that same blue paper. And I will end up cutting it apart because, I don't know, I feel like I was feeling phrase stickers on this page, and so I wanted the stamped image to feel more like phrase stickers. So one of the things that I kind of cut out a lot because my head was in a lot of the video was, for whatever reason, it was super important for me for these elements and things to be lined up straight. So I do end up cutting my head out of a lot of the video because I just wanted everything to be even and lined up. And especially with as wonky as the circles turned out to be, I don't know where this file was from. It was a free file in my Silhouette library. It's not the exact file, obviously, that I saw in the sketch, but it was close enough. I'm not really creative when it comes to the cameo. Like, I'm not going to sit there and make my own images and files and things like that. So this was as close as I had. And so yeah, I'm just gonna glue down I Love You to the Moon and Back. What you'll see me do next is add my journaling and a handful of few more brads for my stash. That's about it. There'll be close-ups at the end. If you guys have any questions, please just leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. Obviously what you'll notice here is that this stuff is super old. Oh yeah, so before I forget, I used some alcohol markers to change the color of these Heidi Swapp chipboard hearts because I wanted to get more of them on the page. You can see I have a couple already. And so I'll just use some markers and color these last two, and those will end up on the page as well. I will put my links, well, yeah, in the description box below. I would love for you to come follow me over on Facebook and Instagram. I would love for you to subscribe. Consider subscribing so you can stay up to date with all my videos and crafty shares. I would really appreciate that support. And yeah, I hope to be back in a week with another share. And I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe and staying healthy. And yeah. Like I said, there'll be some still shots coming up, close-ups, and I'll also have a close-up of the page that inspired me. And yeah, if you give this a try, tag me. I would love to see your version. It's always so fun to play with different shapes and challenge yourself. So I'm so pleased with how this turned out. I'm happy that I finally gave it a go, and I hope you do too. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye.